Pop Pop, the big pop boy.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Big Pop Boy, where today we're going to have a little bit of a chat and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, all about what is good to invest in at the moment. Like, everybody knows Pokemon's skyrocketing. Everything Pokemon is selling for a ridiculous amount of money at the moment. You can pretty much buy a box right now, go online and sell it for €40 more than what you paid, right? Absolutely crazy, but that's what's happening. So today on this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the best investments, not just for the short-term flip that you can just buy and flip it straight away, because if you're paying attention to what's coming out, you know exactly what you can buy and flip straight away. So what I'm going to do is talk a little bit more in detail about stuff that we can invest in and hold for a couple of years to make ourselves some big bucks, because what's the point in making a quick €20 on a box? Like, if you do it 5 times, go back and forth to the post office with shipping, woo, you make €100. You can go to work for the day and do that and not have to put in as much hassle or as much effort. Actually, most likely you should be making more than that in a day. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's not big turnarounds on these items. Like, don't get me wrong, everybody is going out and buying their Darkness Ablaze booster boxes at the moment, okay? Or not booster boxes, elite trainer boxes. So you can go out and buy one of these, all sealed, put it up online, sell it for €100. You've just bought it for 60, you've made €40. Whereas, on the other hand, if you buy one of these, keep it sealed for 2 years, you're going to sell it for roughly about €250, which is a lot better. So that's the kind of thing we're going to be talking about in the video today. Not the quick flip that we can make a quick little bit of cash on. This video is more for Pokemon collectors, people who like collecting. Like myself, I like collecting Pokemon. I have a vast selection of cards, a nice selection of PSA stuff. I like to build up my collection. I don't like to give it away too often. I have sealed stuff that goes back probably to 2005, 2006 era. So a lot of that stuff is pretty rare now, quite hard to get your hands on, especially because between 2004 to 2008 was actually pretty quiet period for Pokemon. So stuff from that area still sealed is worth a bit of money. Am I running onto eBay to sell it all? No, I'm not. I have recently actually put up 1 or 2 cards on eBay that I just wanted to get rid of because I don't really want them anymore. I had a couple of copies of them and I was just like, you know what, I might as well get rid of them. Like, why not? But very rarely that I actually do things like that. So, what I am doing today is I'm going to go through long-term investments for the real Pokemon collectors out there, because I know there's a lot of people out there buying and flipping, which is terrible. So let's get straight into it. Oh wait, before we do, let me just throw out a quick reminder. Throw down a comment on this video, guys. Any comment at all that you feel like you want to drop, okay? That will get you into our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, which is going to be for a beautiful, beautiful Elite Trainer box of either Champion's Path or Vivid Voltage. So get in on that, guys, while you can. Anyway, the first thing that I want to talk about on my little list here in front of me is Charizard cards. Charizard cards are an absolutely awesome investment, okay? Like, a card back in 2015 that was worth about €2,000 is now selling for upwards of €25,000. So it's absolutely insane. You really have to wonder what's going on when you see things like that. So for that reason, I'm putting Charizard at the very beginning of this list. So you guys can go out and buy any Charizard card. That's right, pretty much any Charizard card. I would strongly advise against buying them graded. Of course, you can always go out and buy a PSA 10 and the price on it's going to inch up little by little by little. But what I would suggest doing is, if you have the money for a PSA 10 base set Charizard, would be to put that into raw cards and buy a few raw cards that are in very good condition, like as minty as possible. You're going to get yourself 5 to 20 times the amount of Charizards you would for that PSA 10. As well as that, guys, you will also then be able to go and grade the cards yourself, giving yourself maximum amount of profit on that. And you can do that with pretty much any card, not just Charizard cards. Something that I actually like to do myself, just for fun. I don't know why, but it's something that I enjoy. Is going on to PSA's website and having a look at what Pokemon cards don't actually have PSA 10s. And you'll be quite surprised to realize there's a lot of Pokemon that don't have PSA 10s. So they could be common cards or uncommon trainer cards, whatever, but there's always quite a lot that don't have a PSA 10. So what you could always do is get your 10 common cards of whatever that card is, send them into PSA, and if you get a 10 back, you could actually be the only person in the world with that card PSA 10, which is pretty impressive, let's be honest. And as well as that, if you're the only one with that card, you set the mark for how expensive you want that to be. And believe me, someone is going to pay for it if you want to sell it on, because there is so many PSA 10 collectors out there. So just a little tip on how you can make a little bit of cash for yourself. And as I said, if you're the only one with a PSA 10 of a certain card and there's only one PSA 10, that rarity is, even for a common card, that is fantastic. So anyway, the next items that I want to talk about that you guys kind of... Wait, throat's getting a little dry. Coffee. Oh yes. The one thing that I need to live other than Pokemon, my wife and my kids. So, the next thing I want to talk about is holiday sets. Holiday sets are always rocketing up in value. Older holiday sets like Dragon's Majesty, you can still get quite cheap. If you're looking for a nice investment for the future, Dragon Majesty is cheap, so you can buy quite a bit of it right now for not a lot of money, and I'm telling you, it is going to keep going up in price. As well as that, you also have Shining Legends. Shining Legends is starting to go up quite a lot in price. So Shining Legends is actually quite a good one to get out and buy. It's starting to get a bit more expensive now as people are realizing, whoa, these holiday sets are rarer than regular sets, so therefore there's less means more money, obviously. So if you're able to get your hands on some of them holiday sets, that's good. Also, we have our... Hold on, I really should have got this before the video, just give me a second. We have our Hidden Fates stuff. Hidden Fates has been reprinted and reprinted and reprinted. And in case you guys don't know, there is a reprint for the Elite Trainer boxes. There is a reprint for the Elite Trainer boxes that is coming out very soon as well. So come around December, or maybe January, I'm not 100% sure on the exact date, I think it's December, there is a reprint of the Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes. So as long as these reprints keep coming out, what's going to happen is it's going to keep knocking the prices down. So Hidden Fates could slowly be losing a bit of money. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying Hidden Fates is going to crash and it's going to be worth absolutely nothing. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, whereas a tin going back a few months ago, anyway, 4 or 5 months ago, you would have easily been able to sell a Hidden Fates tin for 70, 80 euros even, right? Ridiculous. That's like 20 quid a pack. But people were paying it and it was simple. Right now you have the Hidden Fates reprints out at the moment. I just picked this up in the store the other day for 25 euro, okay? So why would I be going online and buying them off people for 50 euros and 60 euros? It doesn't make sense, okay? So what's going to happen is it's going to kind of knock it back and people are going to stock up on Hidden Fates tins. I just got the one. There was a few there. I just got the one. Why go crazy, right? I want to open one, see what happens. I have most of my Hidden Fates. Who knows? I'll get something good. I won't get something good. Who cares? But people are stocking up on their Hidden Fates tins, and because they're stocking up on their tins, they'll constantly be on the market, which means Johnny over here has 50 for sale, Timmy over there has 60 for sale, Frankie down the road has another 60 for sale, Jenna over there in the corner, she has 232 of them for sale. So everybody's putting them up online constantly, and that's just in one row, or on one road. So think about all over the world, everybody's stocking these up. They're building and building and building in collection. So people are drip feeding them into the market, which is not letting the price actually get up really high, because they're constantly available from one person or the other. So it'll take quite a while before we see Hidden Fates getting back up to them crazy prices it was at, which could be a little while, but that is life at the moment. As well as that, we have this year's can't get my words out again, hold on. This year's holiday set, there we go. This year's holiday set, Champions Pack, which once again, people came along and they pre-ordered 50s and 60s and everybody was getting so many of them. It's kind of like, how the hell are any of us actual Pokemon collectors supposed to be able to get a few? Now, I managed to get my hands on about 4 boxes. It's not really a great deal. I was hoping to get a lot more. I had more pre-ordered. I wanted to keep a couple of them for the future. I wanted to have a few boxes to open. I got to open 2 boxes and I've kept 2 sealed at the moment. So that's all I have. Like, it sucks. I also got like the pin collection. I'm keeping one down here. I opened one. I only got 2 of them. It's just so hard to get Champions Pack stuff, and I am not rich. I don't have a YouTube channel with 7 bazillion subscribers to keep me flooded in Pokemon cards, or Pokemon to send me stuff for free. I don't have any of that, unfortunately. So I can only afford what I can afford, which isn't a lot, to be honest. I'm making do. So holiday sets, guys, are always going to go up in value. Because they're limited prints, they're going up and up. As in like first edition cards or whatever, obviously even better limited print will obviously always be worth money. And another thing then that I want to talk about after the holiday sets is booster boxes. Booster boxes are always good for going up in value. Don't get me wrong, there is a few sets out there that won't do too well due to having really crappy cards in them. Like, guys, don't hate me for saying this, Rebel Clash. I did not like Rebel Clash set. Didn't think it was great. Didn't see any absolutely amazing cards in it. So what I would say when you're looking for a booster box is to check the sets. If you see cards like Charizards, Alakazams, all the old school OG beastly Pokemon, they're the ones that are going to be going for money. Like Evolutions. Evolutions was basically a reprint, a base set done with a little bit more style and colour, a few EX thrown in there. Really, really, really cool set. The prices on EX boosters, or EX booster boxes, and on EX Elite Trainer boxes just keep going up and up. Like, that is great. Also, Burning Shadows was another great set. I have a feeling that Darkness Ablaze is going to be another set. So realistically, I'm kind of seeing a pattern here. If the set has Charizard in it, it's kind of going to go up in value. So keep your eyes out for that, guys. And they're another great way for you to actually make quite a bit of cash. Your booster boxes, you can hold them for like a year or 2 after the print is over. If I'm not mistaken, each Pokemon set is printed for roughly around 3-4 years. And then it ends their print run and they move on. So you gotta hold that booster box for about 3-4 years, and then the price is gonna start going up and up and up. So as I said, long-term investments for the real Pokemon collectors, not just people looking for a quick flip. And another thing, not Pokemon cards, but I just want to throw it in here, okay, real quick, is games, whether they be for the Game Boy, the DS, the Switch, the N64, any kind of platform you can get, even the Pokemon Mini, which was really cool. If anybody didn't have a Mini, like, you guys missed out. So you have these Pokemon games, which are also shooting up in value. I picked these up super cheap online quite recently, actually. and the value just keeps going up and up on them, which is absolutely crazy. So guys, if you can get your hands on any Pokemon games at a good price, you're guaranteed for them to continue to rise in value. Obviously, you want, let's say, the full set as well as your cartridge. You want to be getting your little books inside and pretty much whatever came with it. Like, look, this has like a little thing all about booster packs in it and everything. Like, whatever little bits came into, wow, actually quite a lot came into. I've never actually taken everything out of this before. So there's quite a lot in here, you know, and these are the kind of things that if you've got every little bit that comes with it, having it totally complete boosts that value up so much more. So a complete set of Pokemon Heart Gold, as this one would be, going back 4 or 5 years ago, you would have easily been able to pick this up for around 40-50 euro. Right now, you could easily not pick this up for 40-50 euro. You would be spending in around 150 to 250 euro for a complete set of Pokemon Heart Gold, which is mental. It's crazy, and like, what's going on in the world? So guys, Pokemon games is a great investment and a good way for you to make some cash. Once again, you won't be buying it and doubling your money straight away, but that price is still going up and is not showing any signs of slowing down, as is anything Pokemon at the moment. So another thing that I want to point out is, people might not realize this that much, but cards from any set, let's say like we've Sword and Shield, we've Sun and Moon, we've like every set that came out basically, you know. If you can get your hands on the base set for each set, like Sword and Shield base set for instance, I actually have one here. So we can go Sword and Shield base set, okay? So Sword and Shield base set is not really expensive right now, but because it's the base set of the Sword and Shield run, what's going to happen is it will go up in price once the printing stops. So if you guys want to get your hands on a few of these and keep them stacked away, like, you get beautiful sleeves and everything in these, like, they're so nice. Personally, as I said, I don't plan on selling these. These are for my collection. I'll keep them for the future. One day my kids will say, hey daddy, I need a new car, here's a booster box, go buy that new car, kid. Wouldn't that be nice? So basically what I'm saying is the base sets of any set, so like base set Sun and Moon is quite cheap at the moment, base set Sword and Shield quite cheap at the moment. Buy them, pick them up, put them away, hold them for a few years. The base set of XY, it's all going to continue to go up, guys. So any base set booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, hell, even just full pack art sets that you can get your hands on, they will go up in value. So another good investment for any Pokemon collector to be holding on to. After that, guys, I want to talk promo cards. Promo cards are a super big thing for any real Pokemon collector. Personally, I love promo cards. I have a... Hold on. The weather's changing and it's been very dry lately. So, talking a lot and, you know, I don't want to start coughing and spewing all over the TV. So, best to have a cup of coffee with me. And I'm tired. So, anyway, promo cards, guys. Promo cards are absolutely fantastic. Promo cards are fairly abundant. There's loads of them. They're coming in, let's say, like this thing. Well, you can't even see that. I haven't got anything that I can take out really easily. But whatever. Promo cards are absolutely fantastic. They're hard enough to come by, guys. So, the old school promo cards are flying up in value. Absolutely flying up. Anything pre-2005... in the last 4 years has made a 200% increase in price. That's freaking amazing. That's for let's say a card was worth €1, it's now worth €200. Woohoo! Right? Crazy. Absolutely insane. So any of those old school promos that you can come across and pick up now in good condition, definitely worth doing. Definitely worth putting a little bit of money into them right now. Like any promos for sets that are pre-release promos, always worth a couple of euro. anything from old Pokemon movies. For instance, the 3 legendary birds from the old Pokemon, what's that, was it? I can't remember, but they were promo cards of the 3 legendary birds. I'll put a picture here, here, and here, so you guys can have a peek at them for yourselves. But they were absolutely flying up in value. They still are. So guys, them promo cards is where you can make quite a few pennies. And why not? If you can, why not, right? So promo cards are something that you can buy, and in the future you will have a good increase on them. Pretty easy, simple, no messing around. The next thing that I want to talk about, guys, is full arts. Full arts are just cards that are full art, right? Not like half art, not like in the box, full art, right? So full art cards are always a good investment. Some of them might be a little bit slow clicking off, like you're seeing full art cards online for €1, €2 that you can pick up. Pick them up. Pick them up, put them in sleeves, hold them for quite a few years. Hold them for 5, 6, 7 years. They will go up in value. Gold cards are not getting the love that they deserve at the moment. Gold cards are the rarest of cards. So anybody who's selling their gold cards off really cheap now, I'm telling you, you guys will be regretting that. So your gold cards, rainbow cards, full arts of all shapes and sizes are going to be worth an absolute fortune in the future. Even the ones that you think aren't going to be worth a fortune, they're going to keep going up in value. There's just no two ways about it. They're rarer. At the moment you're seeing more playable cards going. That's because they're playable. They're in rotation in the TCGO. So they will sell high now and then they will just drop down to nothing as soon as they're out of rotation. People won't need them anymore, so they have no reason to buy them. People are only buying them so they can play the card game. Keep that in mind. So full art, personally I feel like full art trainer cards, rainbow trainer cards and gold trainer cards are where there's going to be a lot of money. I truly believe that in the trainer cards there is more to be made than in the Pokemon full art cards, okay? Because the trainer cards are awesome and everybody really likes their trainer cards, especially full art trainer cards. Like you've got, let's say, my personal favorite this year was the Boss's Orders. I absolutely loved the full art for the Boss's Orders. It was a great card, it was a beautiful card, and it's continuing to go up in price. Alright, I think it's at about 40-50 euros at the moment. That's pretty much it, guys. Get yourself trainer cards. The prices are just going up on them. Not just any trainer cards, full art trainer cards. Don't go out and buy yourself a regular Pokeball card and then send me a message 3 years down the line going, hey, my Pokeball's still only worth 10 cents. Obviously, it's a Pokeball. But if it was a really nice full art Pokeball, it might be worth 15 euros and 10 cents. Right? So that's kind of where you have to be going, guys, is to looking into this stuff. And as I said, it's not short term. Like, you're not going to go, alright, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy it, flip a coin. Now it's worth double the money. It's not that easy. It's just not that easy. If you have a 10,000 euro to throw into Pokemon cards right now, I would not go out and buy 10,000 euros worth of Champions Path or anything that's straight away out. I would go and buy stuff that's sealed, stuff that's nice raw cards, full art cards. Hold them for a few years and then absolutely explode your money, as opposed to just quick flips. Quick flips are no good for anybody. They're no good for the Pokemon community because they're absolutely killing us when we're all just trying to collect cards and we can't, because there's people out there thinking, oh, I'm going to buy all these and then sell them straight away. Woo, I made 200 euro in the space of 4 months. That's not a lot of money. Stop doing it. It's like, just get a job. You'll make more. These people, they drive me crazy. Like, honest to God, everywhere I'm going looking for Champions Pack, cannot find it. Just can't. Because they're all sold out constantly, everywhere. Can't get them online, they're sold out. Put in more pre-orders. Who knows? I probably won't get them. They'll probably pre-order too many and then go, hey, we don't have your pre-orders again because we're twats. Oops, I said a bad word. Yep, my wife's going to give out to me when she's editing this. No profanity in my house, she said. No profanity at all. But anyway, it's hard to deal with all the scalpers out there, guys. It really is. All I can say to everybody who's a real Pokemon collector and still loves collecting, keep the old chin up. You know, we will prevail. It will only take a year or two for all the scalpers out there to start getting bored with Pokemon, and something new will come along that they all want to throw money into, and then we'll be okay. I hope. I truly, truly hope that that's what's going to happen, because I hate them all. I hate them all so much. But I love all my real Pokemon people. And at the same time, guys, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with trying to make a little bit of cash off stuff. That's what this video is all about, is making a little bit of money for yourself. Like, that is why most people collect. They collect for an investment for the future, not for an investment for 2 weeks from now. That's not going to work. Like, oh, I have a wedding coming up. Hey, I'll buy this, I'll sell it all, and we'll go out and party. No, that's not how it happens. That's not how it's supposed to happen anyway. Guys, I enjoyed today. I really did. I hope I gave some good tips and people are going to have a look into maybe doing some nice investments for themselves for the future. Can't state for the future enough. Not for next week, for the future. So guys, thanks very much. Now you guys know where to put your Pokemonies. Personally, I'll be putting all my Pokemon money mostly into sealed products. I like having sealed products. There's just something about having a nice collection of sealed stuff there that is really good. But at the same time, I like opening my stuff. But in case you guys haven't noticed, I buy sealed Pokemon toys. I'm not super big on the sealed Pokemon toys, but what I do is, as I'm going around toy shops or whatever, which I do most weeks, take walks around a few different toy shops. So as I'm going around toy shops, what I'll do is I'll go to the discount area, wherever they're like selling the things on discount. Like this dude was €2.50. €2.50. I can sell them online for 5 times that. This was, I think, €2 or €3, and this was €2 or €3. You always pick them up and special offer in the discount section. Why not, right? They're little bits to add to your collection, guys. For a couple of euro, you'd go out and spend €3 on a drink. So why not spend it on something that you can put away and hold for the future? You might be able to put your kids through college on Pokemon. Who knows? And with the price of college at the moment, that would be fantastic. I have 2 kids. I will have no money. No money forever for the rest of my life, especially when they hit schools and colleges. Scary. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. See you all later.